Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Abby Asselin and I'm a lifestyle and college YouTuber. I go to the University of Alabama and I'm in graduate school right now, and I also make YouTube videos obviously. And today I'm actually going to be showing you all my Notion. So I got my Notion I guess started this last week, which was my first week of classes. I've known about it since like November and I just never like took the time to explore it. And I kept seeing stuff on TikTok and Pinterest and like YouTube and kept getting more and more intrigued by it. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna try it. What is there to lose? So I went ahead and bit the bullet, tried it. I spent multiple hours, like 3 or 4 days in a row, and I'm still making little final touches here and there. So this probably is not like my finalized Notion that I'm going to be showing you all today, but for the most part it's done, and I really just wanted to share it with you all and walk you all through like what I did, how I did it. I did not personally use a template from someone else. I wanted to kind of just like figure out on my own what I wanted, because I feel like if I imported someone else's template I would end up having a lot of things that are not really necessary, and I would end up just keeping them for the sake of feeling like I needed to use them. So I really wanted it to be very minimal and only include what I felt I would use and need. If you don't know what Notion is, imagine like Pinterest, Tumblr, your planner and calendar and notes app all had a baby basically. It's an extremely customizable app that is available on both like Apple and Windows products, and I have it on my phone, iPad, MacBook, Mac desktop, and use it across all of the devices, which I love. And it's really great because it is so customizable. It really takes me back to my like 2012 days when I was on Tumblr, coding the like different things on my profile, like embedding playlists into my Tumblr profile and all the different backgrounds and like fun things. It just reminds me a lot of that because it is fully customizable like that. And it's just really great for productivity, and I really like it because it just makes me feel organized, and it just really simplifies everything for me. Instead of having to go in between my notes app and my Google Calendar, I'm able to do everything in one place. I will say it is really overwhelming at first when you open it up and you just have a blank canvas, as anything is if you're not the most creative person in the world. And even if you are creative, seeing a blank canvas can be a little overwhelming sometimes whenever you're trying to like start from scratch. So if that's not you, I'll try to find some templates down below to leave in the description box that you all can check out and use, so that you're not having to start from scratch like I did. I really just wanted to make sure my Notion was minimal enough, because I definitely can over plan and overbook myself, and I'm the type of person, if I put something on a to-do list, like I'm going to do everything in my power to get it done. And time blocking and planning to a certain extent and being super detailed with my planning is kind of toxic for me personally. So that's why I like to keep things really minimal, and that's just something I've learned throughout the years in college. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to just walk you all through my Notion, and I hope you all enjoy this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you do and if you like Notion, and I highly encourage all of y'all to check it out. I use the like free version of it, and I believe if you use a student email you can get like the premium version for free, but like I personally haven't ran across anything that I needed the premium version for yet, so I've been fine with like the completely free version without using my student email, and I just didn't learn that until after I signed up. So on my Notion I have my main page, which is just called like Abby's Notion, and you can change all these little icons. So like I kind of just changed mine based on what it is. And I've seen Notions where there's like a lot of different tabs, but like I said, I was trying to keep mine super minimal. And basically just starting out on this home page, I have a picture of the beach from home, just because that's something that like brings me peace, and I wanted something kind of like neutral in a way. So I really liked this. It's like my cover, and you can do a cover on any page, and you just click on the little change cover button, and they have like automatically like generated ones, or you can just upload one yourself or link something. And then you can like put a little emoji right here if you want, and then you can name this whatever you want. I named mine Abby's Notion. I saw that on Julia Chris's video. Her video, she just named hers Julia's Notion. I just kind of like, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. So you can really like change the text to be anything. And then I did a quote right here, and I just wanted a quote that kind of just like, I felt like applied to my whole life, and just something I really liked that I would like to read every day that would inspire me. So that's why I chose that quote. And it's really cool because you can kind of just click and like move things around into different spots. So like I can move the quote right here, or I can move the quote over here where it was, and now I just messed everything up. So yeah, you can basically just click on that to like toggle and like move things around, like I just did once again on accident. And it's cool, once you like highlight stuff, you can like make things italic, not italic, and really just do everything with like the touch of a button. So obviously I have mine italic, and then you can also click on the 6 dots, and that's how you like change like the background colors, the text color, all that kind of thing. And then if you go in the top right, there's like the 3 dots, and that's where you can like make the text smaller, you can change the font, and that kind of thing. And that's like where a lot of the other important like tools are to use if you ever choose to use them. So for me, I just knew I wanted like a quote. I wanted things to like have images. I just liked this one with like coffee and stuff, and I kind of just put my daily habits down just to remind myself of like the things that I want to implement each day, and that's why those are there. I embedded this Spotify playlist in here, and I have like little dividers at the end of each section, which you can easily insert by just clicking on like the little plus. If you ever want to add anything, you click on the plus whenever you hover over an area, and it'll like prompt you with all of these different options. So you have literally so many different things you can do: dates, reminders, tables, boards, lists, calendar. And you can do like inline, just means the calendar is like embedded like within the whole page, and then like the calendar full page, the calendar is going to take up the entire page. And then basically how I did this Spotify right here, I clicked on audio, and then I embedded the link to the Spotify playlist. Like I just shared the playlist from my Spotify and put it in there. And this is just like a Spotify generated playlist that I like a lot for like morning vibes, I guess, for whenever I get up, because I feel like this home page is like where I start my day, if that makes sense. So that's why I chose the morning coffee one. And you can like make it bigger, make it smaller. So like this shows like a lot of the songs. And then, but I just kind of liked it like right here as a bar. So then I have another quote picture thing right here. And then this isn't like my overall comprehensive to-do list. This is more so just like my top things I want to get done for the week that like are more so of just random tasks, not necessarily like specific things. Some of them are, and as you can see, like I've gotten some of them done, haven't finished all of them. And then at the very bottom, I wanted to put the meals for the week, because I've been basically just planning out what I'm going to be eating each week at the start of the week and just kind of brainstorming that. I don't have specific days I eat certain things. I just plan at a minimum of like 5 dinners, and I just pulled this little picture from Pinterest whenever I was like searching around for that section, and I just kind of like put the bullet list to have all the different meals I'm going to be eating. So that's my home page. And then moving on to my studies. So as you can see here in the drop down, I have multiple subsections for my studies page. My main page, I just have like this like little anime inspired GIF that I also got off Pinterest. And then the top thing, I just have my calendar linked, which is this right here. So I easily could just like drop down and click on spring 2021, or I could just click on the studies page and click on this, and it links me to my calendar. And this is what took the most time, was pulling up all of my syllabi for my classes and my course schedules, and literally inputting every single like what I'm doing in every class into my calendar. So I put like the class, the time, and then you can just kind of like do whatever time it's at. And so what I did is I like color coded each class to its own color, and anytime I have like anything else due that's outside of school, I'll just do it in a different color, like if it's like a YouTube video or something. But pretty much this calendar is pretty strictly for school, and because the rest of my stuff, it doesn't usually have like strict due dates. So I changed this to say due today, like you can change the name of that. And basically I just wanted it to include the assignment that was due like that day going into class. And then the assignment box, I named it that because it's what I need to do after class before the next class. You can like add more properties if you want to like add more details to the calendar, or you can keep it simple. And yeah, I pretty much just labeled things based on like what I was doing. Like here you can see the like pages I have to read, and then the problems I'm supposed to do. So it just keeps things really simple, and I like that I like know exactly what I'm doing and it's all in one place. I'm not gonna have to keep constantly pulling out my syllabus or course schedule, and obviously have that all the way through the end of the semester. So that's what my calendar looks like. And then going into each page, I haven't really done anything here just because it's the first week of school. So I have each of my classes, and as you can see, like I have not done really anything to these pages. I don't want these to be like super aesthetically pleasing. It's literally my classes, so I just need to access what I need to access. And the only one I have done anything with is this. So this is what I imagine I'm going to be doing. Not only am I using this for organization, I'm actually starting to take my notes in here too. Typically I would use my iPad and like write out my notes in GoodNotes, but Some of my classes I need to be able to type because it's a lot quicker. Like my law class and in this class we have no slides or anything. It's literally just the professor speaking, so I just need to be able to like type as quickly as I can what they're saying. So I pretty much chose this gallery view is what it's called, and it's just going to be pages, and I labeled this page what my notes were from class that day, and then I pretty much just like within this page you can choose to put bullet lists, to-do lists. You can do so much, and like you can do the exact same thing you can do on any other page within the page itself. So I could literally turn this page into a calendar if I wanted within this subsection of studies. But I pretty much just use it to take all of my notes from class this day, and that's how I plan to do it going forward, just so everything's in one spot, because in the past I was going between my Google Calendar, my syllabus, my course schedule, my Google Docs where I was taking my notes, and it was just a lot, and now it's all in one space, and it's amazing. And I just changed all the emojis to like little different colored books for my classes. So that works out well, and I haven't like started taking notes in any of these classes yet because I've only gone the one day of classes. But we started strong in my partnership tax class, so that's why I already have notes there. So then going into my current to-dos, I wanted this one to be super simple as well. I don't want my to-do list thing to be overwhelming and too busy. So then going into the to-do list, this is sort of just like, this page was already built into Notion as like an example template as a to-do list, so I really actually didn't do anything here besides like label these to do, in progress, and done. Which I really like this because a lot of times I have things on my to-do list and they're like half done, and I just like see it there and I can't check it off until it's actually done. So this is like a really great way to like organize like things I may need to prioritize more or prioritize less. And this is like an overall comprehensive to-do list. Like this is for everything in my life like right now. So this is for, you know, like my position as a graduate assistant, for YouTube, for my podcast, for school, like literally everything is in here right now. So that's why you see like a bunch of different things. And as far as like my position for being a GA goes, I didn't like put anything for that in my Notion just because I do use a lot of like Excel docs and like documents for that, but I kind of have that in a separate space, and it gets to be like a lot of like really large documents and Excel files, and I just felt like it would probably get messy putting it in my Notion. And I also wanted to just keep it separate. And I don't like, it's the first few weeks I'm doing a lot of stuff for my graduate position, and then after that I'm sort of just being like a overseer of stuff. So it's only busy in the first few weeks, so it seemed kind of pointless to put it in my Notion. So I'm going into which you can like group these by status, or you can like group them by something else if you want, but I just wanted to keep it extremely simple. But as you can see, you can like change the size of the cards. I liked it on medium. It was just like a good happy medium. And then going to my podcast page, so here I just wanted this to look really cute. Once again, another little anime style GIF, and then did a little microphone emoji, and I kind of just put like a list of guests that I really want to have on the podcast one day that I need to like actually actively reach out to that I haven't. But these are people that I just have like had the thought come in my head like, oh, they'd be a really good guest on my podcast, which is the Gen Z Girl podcast if you're new here. And I liked this little just plain print, and then I put another little header right here for brainstorming episodes, which I have nothing there right now, just because I've been recording with guests mainly lately. And here is basically where it's just a whole other section where I'm putting my episode plans, because I really like having this right here, because typically I plan all my episodes in Google Docs, so this is really nice because I have everything for my podcast in one spot. So here I just have all the questions I'm planning on asking this podcast guest that I'm recording with tomorrow, and I will continue to add to that in pages as I go on with my podcast. So then going on to my 2021 goals and inspo, this is sort of just like a virtual vision board, and once again just have like a cover here that sort of applies to everything that has to do with this page, and I just felt like this was like a good quote for the year. And I just kind of like went on Pinterest and found some pictures that were just sort of like inspiration and goals for like 2021. So I just have like quotes I really liked. I want to do more yoga, read more. I just really liked this spread of food. It looked like delicious, and trying to like have like a really good 80-20, 90-10 type of balance this year. Good quotes, an engagement ring, because that's like something that will hopefully, Griffin's like literally sitting like right in front of me. It will hopefully be happening sometime 2021, early 2022. I'm not like oh my gosh, I have to get engaged by a certain day. I'm not super like haywire about that at all, but like I am envisioning it in my somewhat near future. So I have that on here. And then like some notebooks for journaling, and then like a little aesthetic workout style picture. I have a little Texas one because that's where I'll be moving, and then like a cute little just style one. I just kind of like that for like the business vibes because I'm about to like start my career. So that's like my little vision board. Didn't want to do anything too crazy. My YouTube page is not super detailed. I just once again have a little photo as the cover from Pinterest. I just added a little quote at the top just to like remind me like of, you know, like why I do this, because like sometimes it's really easy to get bogged down doing this, but that's besides the point. So I just put like some dream brands and sectors. I kind of like have that in the list, and I'm gonna just kind of build on it as things come to mind as my channel is sort of shifting away from college content. And then goals, another quote, and then video ideas, a little section for that, so I can just keep track of them instead of having a bunch of randomly placed, sporadically placed notes in my phone with random video ideas that I come up with whenever I'm like in the passenger seat of a car somewhere or something. And that is pretty much all of my Notion. It's not that intense, and I like that. I didn't want it to be super intense. I was seeing some and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really overwhelming, but I just wanted it to be clean, simple, easy to navigate, and have nothing more than what I need on it. So I really, really like it. Okay, so really quickly to show you all this right here, I found this Pinterest board. I think it's the Pinterest board from the girl that made a lot of the templates that I'm going to show you guys in a second, that I know Julia Chris linked on her video, and I hate to like be showing the exact same template she did, but I want to give you an idea of like an actual template, what it looks like. This is like a template made by someone else. This is also one, and she made all of these, and I'll leave her link that has all of these down below. And she also had a Pinterest board, which is what I was just scrolling through. And then this is the like link tree she has that has like every like Notion template she has, and then like the Pinterest board with like Notion inspiration. And you can even find like Notion templates on like Etsy, but like I don't think you should pay for one because honestly you can probably figure it out yourself. But yeah, just wanted to show that really quickly. And then as far as like finding the pictures and inspiration and stuff goes, I highly recommend just getting on Pinterest and searching like, you know, Notion inspiration, Notion aesthetic. You can also look on TikTok and search Notion, or Instagram, the Notion hashtag, and there's a lot of ways for you to like figure out how, you know, like you're gonna aesthetically style your Notion. And really, if you just search like aesthetic pictures on Pinterest, so much stuff comes up, and you just kind of have to figure out the vibe you want to go with. I tried to make like all of my quote pictures, like actual pictures of quotes, and then my actual photos in my Notion be of like a neutral color family, so that I didn't have like a bajillion different vibes going on, because that would just like feel cluttered to me in my mind, I guess. But you can do literally whatever you want with it, and that's the beauty of it. You don't have to like follow a certain aesthetic. I feel like there's like a lot of pressure for everyone to follow like the common trend and aesthetic of like all white or all neutral or whatever, but like you can do whatever you want, and I think that's awesome. So I really like creating my own, and don't be too intimidated by it. I was at first, and I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to use a template, and then I started messing around with it, and I was like, I've got this. I know what I want in it. I know what I like to have in my planning. So you're basically creating your own digital planner, which is pretty awesome for free. So highly recommend checking it out. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe down below and turn on post notifications, and let me know down below if you have a Notion, and if there's like anything you think I should add to mine that like I need, definitely let me know. I know I want to get like a little weather widget on mine, but I have to like embed it and like go figure out how to do that. So that's just like a random thing that I haven't added yet that I'd like to. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to like make a Notion or at least organize your life or something. But I will talk to you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.